Anyways, today we have a really good show. We're going to get these episodes going. Benji, turn it down a little bit. I like hearing a little bit. But it's going to be a good show. Just like always, we have multiple segments. We're going to start with a nice, wonderful, very proud Austin moments. Many moments like this I've seen in the past. Then we're going to talk about some local news. Then we'll talk about, check in with our overlords. And from there, I don't know. I think we talk about what makes a good patriot. Somebody that demonstrates without creating too much chaos, but makes the loudest sound. That's a great description on that video too. But yeah, we're gonna finish strong like we always do. We try to finish every segment or at least the show for sure, in a very positive note. So I hope you guys are ready. Remember to add me on TikTok, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, all the jazz, all of them. Add me, hit like, leave a comment. You guys are the best. So here we go, Benji.
Here we go.
Clip one. Clip one is, like I said, is a young lady. She is one of probably many more, sadly, but it's funny, but it's sad. There's a lot of emotions in this clip, so definitely figure out if this is indicative of. You can just toss it on the front, Benji. It doesn't have to be like perfect. We can just on top of it, and then we'll click.
Just give me 1 second. I gotta get it.
But once Benji gets this clip figured out, that's another. I asked for so much from Benji. You guys don't understand.
We had to reset. Okay.
And I know I'm not easy to work with, so.
Okay, ready?
Let me know when. All right, it's playing.
1 second.
Hold on, here we go. There's sound over here. Oh, that was the other part. You're going to have to figure out the sound of the clips.
Okay.
All right. Nothing says make the most out of a bad situation than do a little provocative dancing in the middle of six. Absolutely wild. Definitely fatherless activities right there. But I'm glad we didn't get the actual altercation because it was like three ladies. You might have taken my body, but I have my spirit. That's what she was thinking. Anyways, don't be that person. That's a ridiculous clip. I mean, come on.
Sadly, very indicative of 6th Street. If you go down to Dirty Six, especially.
Dude, 6th Street is just a battlefield. I tell people, I'm like,
really
if you're there after 1:30 a.m., like you're in the trenches. That's all it is. You're in the trenches. So I don't know. Figure out what kind of person you want to be and how rowdy you want to be. As long as you don't get too rowdy, you get away with a lot there. The lady got probably she got what, like decent exposure. She probably got like resisting. Oh my God, they probably threw a couple of charges. But who knows? They might have taken some pity. Cops here are actually cool.
Yeah, they're used to it.
And they're used to it. They also very busy working a lot. So
yeah, they don't want to mess with all of the drama.
Like they deal with. I think it's like 60% of the time they're dealing with like these streetwalkers.
Yeah,
the homeless, the unhoused type.
The unhoused.
Ugh. Anyways, moving on to a little bit of getting into the meat and our potatoes of our product here for show. Next clip is going to be... Actually, I kind of forgot. What's the first clip on the local news? You got it ready?
Oh, that's right.
Benji completely forgot that he was still the tech guy.
Yeah. Well, and I reset everything. I had everything set up, and then I had to reset the whole computer. And then I forgot that I was like, oh yeah, I have to reset everything.
I gotta get some new. Hey, Sophia, you're not going anywhere. Quédate ahí. You relax there because you're part of this show. You support me, or at least I think you do. And this is what we're doing. That's a clip right there, honestly. Let's see if anybody's texting me.
Yeah, I think in the future I'm going to be off cameras. It's hard to do both.
It's okay.
It's very
Have fun with it, bud. We're talking.
Very tricky to.
It's very
Well,
tricky.
it's just very because I have to like. Really
That's fine. Take your time, bub. It just takes a little bit longer than usual.
Let's see. There we go. Okay.
I'm Sahar, reporter with the Austin Business Journal, here to tell you all about it. Metro Private Cinema will feature private theaters that can host between 4 people up to 20 people, and it will have 11 theaters inside. And when people come to watch a movie here, they're not going to come to a set showtime and set film. You get to choose the movie you want to watch, and you're also going to be eating some nice dinner alongside the film. The theater is set to open next year here at the historic Baker School that is owned by Tim League, who's the co-founder of Alamo Drafthouse, alongside his wife. The menu in New York is a prefix menu, which will likely be replicated here at the Austin location, and there will be a la carte options, but it'll probably be slightly cheaper here at the Austin location. But there's a lot more detail in my story about this. Go read it at the link in bio. The co-founder of Alamo Drafthouse will be bringing a new theater concept to Austin.
Yeah, so pretty cool concept. You could exit the screen on your end and exit that one too. It's a pretty good concept. I think it's like sometimes you would like to go with all your friends to the movie, but to get them all where they've all eaten and they're all like, "Oh, got off of work, I'm ready." It's easier if you can kind of because that's think about it, bro. You're shaving a moment of a concern of anyone and be like, hey, instead of a movie, it's like, hey, we're going to have dinner and watch so and so at this new concept. I don't know why nobody thought about that yet.
I know, it's such a great idea. I love it.
Oh, you know what it probably has to do is getting permission to be considered a theater.
Yeah,
and this kind of opens up the door for a lot of other concepts. Like where should what is it called? Permission? Not permission. That's a name for it. This is a technical name. What is it called? Copyright.
Copyright. Yeah.
You get copyright ability to do a movie at a water park, but instead of being a movie, it's like a new title that just came out.
I just love that Tim League is back doing theaters again because I missed the Alamo Drafthouse the way it was. I mean, it's still around, but it got bought by somebody else, so it's kind of has a different vibe now. I feel like.
You know what I think? I think it's just been because greed. Greed always makes it, or at least from my.
Some of it was COVID. COVID had a big.
But my personal opinion on like how they do copyrights and stuff like here, where they're like almost trickle their ability. And cars are doing this too.
Yeah. Membership
culture, membership economy.
Yeah.
Where you're like, instead of you owning something, you just own the hardware, but the software is like, that's kind of what they do with movies.
Yeah.
The hardware would be the theater or the venue.
Right, exactly.
And then the software would be the film itself. So I think it's just like movies haven't been, not only that, they make some really awful titles, but if you can watch like a new Wolverine or a new Deadpool, I don't know where you would watch that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, I feel like you could do different types of like arenas or events, like where you're like a little, I don't know, hang out beforehand vibe, where it's like clubby style, and then you go out to like the watching area.
Yeah.
And instead of being indoors, it's like an open patio style, Like
because the whole idea of theaters is supposed to be where we're getting together with our friends, and it's like when you watch a movie in a theater, it's a totally different experience than watching it at home.
What about if they build like a Moody style or a Moody quality, Moody auditorium?
Like a big,
but like outdoor for movies. So it'd be like an outdoor movie theater.
Like a drive-through almost, but
a drive-through, but drive-throughs are cool, but they don't have any. The one we have here is just like 70s. It's like very old.
It has that vibe, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
the blue starlight,
like a nice type of setup. A building that you could drive your car multiple floors and you get like this.
Sure.
Bro, I'm just a dreamer.
I like the idea of the restaurant like that he's doing, where it's it's kind of private venue.
Is it gonna be their menu? Is it gonna be their chef? Is Are they gonna host different chefs?
Yeah, that's why I love that you're getting your own like thing, and Because how many times have you just wanted to watch a movie with your friends? I mean, that would be.
Yeah, or you like want to invite everybody, but there's like two that haven't eaten, and then like okay, or like, and stuff like that.
But it's
really.
also like very special to say, okay, we're gonna all go to this thing. It might cost a little bit more, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna all be together.
It's an experience instead of just sitting on a chair.
It's a great idea. I love it. Surprised it hasn't been done before.
Well, they did the. We don't have an immersive one where like it trickles when it rains, or I think there's one in Dallas where it's like immersive. That's really cool too. But anyways, let's move on because we sit here. Benji and I will talk for days. We work together.
I'm really interested in that. It's very, very exciting to me that
You
they're doing it.
close that screen, would you? The clip.
Oh well, I'm about to put a new one on it.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't seen anybody chat. It's okay. We'll see the analytics later. It's kind of like I'm gonna wait till the end just to even see. You can make that small or click on and off, whatever. Ooh, this is cool. Let's see, where do you put that in? So sorry guys, I'm watching Benji. I should be talking with y'all. Kind of makes for a better experience. Anybody write anything on the chat if you're there? I'll answer any questions. What is this one? Let me read. So this young lady right here, I'll wait until it starts over.
Induced psychosis, got on the elevator with me and started tweaking out. And then we went up to one of the computer.
So this young lady right here, she does kind of her analysis on her experience going to the. You could play some stuff. I don't know, whatever. Can you start it over?
Yes.
Okay. This young lady right here basically is just giving her opinion. She does very few invasive content from within inside the library, which she could film inside of a library because it's a public building we pay for. And she's just saying like the vibe she gets, and when she's like, no wonder this place is empty, majority empty, and in her opinion, this has a really big reason for. So I don't know if Ben just watched this clip yet, but we'll see. It's kind of better when you don't watch these clips either.
On every single floor, you are met with a very pungent odor, and also all of these homeless people surrounded by bags of trash or sleeping bags, dirty suitcases. The furniture itself is extremely dirty and worn. And again, I wanted to show you guys what's going on in public libraries just like this one, and also give you an example as to what children in Texas are being exposed to every single day. People coming in here, they're sleeping on the furniture, they are doing drugs outside of the library, and by the way, too, as you're coming out of this library, it's just as scary of an experience as being inside, because then you come out and people are still just hanging out here and kind of crashing out and screaming out in the street. So I just wanted to give you guys an example of the Austin Public Library. Within the first 2 minutes of being in this library, a homeless man in a drug-induced psychosis got on the elevator with me and started.
The big thing with this is like if they create another library style city funded area, perhaps not pushing it for the unhoused, but instead being like, hey, this is a computer, library that only a new concept public library where it's just computers and like seats.
Yeah, like they have that in Europe where they have, computer cafes, computer cafes.
Public, funded by the state.
Yeah, because Europe has a lot of that where it's all.
See what I'm saying? Like, because most of the unhoused people that are coming in there, very few are probably grabbing books. Most of them are just sitting in front of the computer.
Yeah, they're only coming because they need to use the internet. Is what it is.
The internet, or they just want to cool off, bro.
Yeah,
like we're in many places when it's that hot,
And it's unfair to tell them to leave. I mean, it's like.
It's not unfair to tell them to leave, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
This is one of those like multi-layer social issues that just too many layers to it.
And it kind of happened after COVID because homelessness got worse.
COVID really did that.
Yeah, it did.
Well, luckily Texas was cool, and they opened up as soon as they were like, "Yo, we're not about to let our economy crash just because a few people are passing away." We're like really cutthroat here, which I love. Like it's like, hey,
I remember that whenever right around the time that everybody else was shutting down, the governor was like, "No, we're staying."
Bro, they started seeing those numbers and they're like, we can't have these people going homeless.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a good video. Next video we have going on for you is very important. Just changed. I think July 29th. They changed the hemp laws where here we used to have Delta 8 and Delta 10, and it was I don't know what is it? Agricultural chemical differences between that and just regular like weed.
The THC. I don't know a ton
But they
about
changed
it,
the THC laws. THC strength or quantity.
the quantity, yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna stir up a lot of stuff because here the Delta 8 and Delta 10 like have been a workaround on
Very popular.
by using the relaxed hemp laws, which like we should be using hemp for as many products as we can because why not? It grows fast. They used to use it for a bunch of stuff before, but you know how it is. Corporations be corporating.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's watch this clip.
Business owners say the changing rules are already taking a toll. KV's Michael Courier joins us in studio this morning with what one Austin shop owner says it has really meant for his business.
Yeah, Brian, Yvonne, good morning. The new restrictions take effect July 31st. The new rules will narrow what hemp retailers can legally sell. One local hemp shop owner says his business has already been forced to make some difficult changes. Todd Harris owns the Happy Cactus in Austin, which sells a variety of hemp-derived THC products. Starting July 31st, any products with more than a trace amount of THC other than Delta 9 will be considered a controlled substance, meaning many products currently sold in hemp stores will no longer be legal in Texas. Harris says the state rules have changed so much that his business is taking a hit.
And then this last year, we've been having to decline in sales, decline in staff, just because the certain products we no longer can sell. The kind of regulatory costs that they have added on with these new rules. So just about a month ago, we had to let go of 4 employees.
It's got to be the owner, yeah.
The Department of State Health Services says any business violating the new restrictions during inspections could be detained and referred to law enforcement. So come next Friday, July 31st, only edibles, gummies, and beverages with 0.3% Delta 9 THC by dry weight will be legal in Texas. Reporting live in studio, Michael Courier, KV News.
You know what that is?
New state restrictions on certain hemp.
You know what that means? They're like, yeah, you can keep selling this, but it's not going to be strong enough in anything that you make to really make it viable.
It's also going to make the underground market stronger, which I'm just so surprised that they, with the rest of the states.
I mean, honestly, like that's not necessarily a bad thing because what's going to, in my opinion, let's say that's what does happen.
Yeah. I mean, think about that's what
it's gonna be like, hey, we've already had both sides.
Yeah.
Let's come with a consensus where people are okay with it.
It's a prohibition.
Because what they have to do is they have to establish departments to check quality control. Yeah. And that's a big problem in California. There's no quality controls. It's still a wild west where you can legally do it. Yeah. And that's all they want. Come on, it's the state.
Follow the money.
In Texas, they're going to want their cut.
I remember during South by a couple years ago, I listened to senators talking about it, like if Texas would ever legalize pot, and back then it was a couple years ago.
Did you hear that one of the politicians pushing it apparently had a bad experience where he got pulled over and he put it up as
he put his personal.
And he said that like he had it in there for so long that whole experience I don't think he tripped like how he says he did.
Yeah.
Because
it was like a reefer madness kind
because marijuana THC in marijuana needs a heat source before the chemical becomes active to where we can consume it and affect us.
I didn't know that.
Dogs can eat it. Animals can eat it for some reason, but there's something about us being so special and awesome, the humankind, that you need heat in order to activate it. So he's full of it saying that he tripped. Yeah. But I think the experience of him being like, I had to do this because I was a pothead and that's why it's bad because my one experience.
What he's running on is a political thing.
Yeah, bro.
Think about
he's not going to win.
People who've never done it before, they're like, yeah, it's bad. And that's
Give it 2 more years, they're going to revisit an actual comprehensive stature.
People will run on it. That's what's going to happen.
Sophia, what? You trying to box?
He's
Sophia?
running on it from probably in his district where he's at. That guy.
Bro, but that is such a ridiculous story of him. Be like, I had to shove some pot on my butt. Like,
yeah.
Like, I was like, bro, did he put it in there with a bag? He must have been. There's no way. Did he lick the bag before?
Yeah, it sounds suspect.
Yeah, bro, come on. It's politicians, bro. They're just actors.
Exactly.
So coming up, another one, a little bit more comprehensive stuff on this subject, and then we'll move on to the next or our last local news segment or clip. So this one explains a little bit more of what's coming into effect and Texas, what has changed. Oh, it changes tomorrow. Today's the 30th. Yeah. So I was wrong. It changes. Oh, no, it's today. Yeah. So today they go in effect. So this will break it down a little bit better for you guys. You're getting good at this, Benji. Stopping the clip first. That workflow at 24 episodes.
The weed. Because on July 31st, certain cannabis products will no longer be available to consumers. Here's what to know about that. Texas's THC legal battle is over whether state regulators can ban hemp-derived products like Delta-8, THCA, and smokable hemp, even though hemp is legal under state and federal law. Hemp businesses have sued, arguing the Texas Department of State Health Services exceeded its authority and only the legislator can make that call. Courts have let some restrictions take effect while other challenges continue, leaving retailers, consumers, and law enforcement in legal limbo. Beginning July 31st, Texas consumers will largely be limited to ingestible and topical hemp products made with compliant Delta-9 THC. Edibles, gummies, and beverages containing no more than 0.3% Delta-9 THC by dry weight will remain legal. Smokable hemp products, raw hemp flour, and products containing cannabis such as Delta-8 THC, Delta-10 THC, and other products will be generally prohibited. While they didn't want to go on record with me, I did speak with several smoke shop owners that did say this latest restriction could be harmful to their business. I'm Marley Mallon fan, Austin American Statesman.
I mean, I said business. You're just like, yo, I'm riding until they come in here and try to enforce it somehow. Like, that's all you can do.
Absolutely.
Until they somewhat build a case against you. My boy texted me. Let's see. I'm like, hope on the live. Sophia, no, you're not getting off the couch. Sophia, the one time I'm asking you to do something for me after all the years of rent and food. Oh, wait, we're moving on. Sorry. Benji's really good at keeping me in track. All right, next clip. A little history about Barton Springs. This is a really good clip. Really, really, really awesome. I didn't even know all this about this one until I watched this clip, but I think like just to finish on a positive note, because we would like to do that, finishing this local news segment.
It's a little history.
A little history
I like
lesson.
this guy too. This it's rooted in ATX media.
There you go. Thank you. Shout out to him.
Yeah, excellent. I love his content. Very well done.
So yeah, play the clip, Benji.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah. I'll play the clip. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go, guys. So this is the history of Barton Springs. And if you've ever been to Barton Springs, it's kind of a special Austin thing. People from out of town don't really understand unless you see it yourself. But here's a little bit of history behind it.
Let me give you both. Everybody treats Barton Springs like it's just a really cool pool with really good vibes and 70 degrees, which is all true. People have gathered at these springs for over 13,000 years. Long before Austin was Austin, this was considered holy ground. Some indigenous elders believe a 2,400-year-old cave painting 220 miles away literally maps this spring as one of 4 sacred waters in Texas. The 4 springs are Barton, San Antonio, Comal, and San Marcos. Comanche, Tonkawa, Caddo, Lipan, Apache, and Coahuiltecan all had ties to this land. Then a man everyone calls Uncle Billy showed up in 1837 and colonized the springs and named it after himself. That's the part they put on the plaque. Fast forward to 1960, a black teenager named Joanne Means Cabell isn't allowed to swim in the same water during her senior picnic. So she jumps in anyway. That single act of defiance sparked a summer of protest swim-ins. 2 years later, Barton Springs was desegregated. It took until 2024, 64 years later, for the city to finally put her name on the bathhouse she wasn't even allowed to walk through. Sacred land, stolen names, a teenager who refused to be told where she couldn't swim. That's the real story of Barton Springs. The power will always be in the people, and in the people that tell and share history and stories. Thank you guys for watching. We have a good one.
Like Eddie Murphy.
Barton Springs has a stolen land story and a segregation story. And Austin only ever tells you one of them. Let me give you both. Everybody treats Barton Springs like it's just a
really good clip. I'm going to try to do that at Constant too. The little interesting fact at the end to finish that segment, Benji. Put a mental note on it, okay? We'll talk about it on the post-production part of our interaction.
Yeah, we always have a post-mortem.
What is it, a powwow?
Yeah, I call it the post-mortem, you know. It's like, it's after it's over, we figure out what we did right, what we did, what we can improve on.
I mean, we could always improve. It's just, what should we focus on improvement? Hey, check on the chat. We've been ignoring the chats. Click. Oh, you got to make sure you clip those. Yeah. Oh, make that screen, look, see?
Yeah, we're missing.
Make that screen smaller. How is Sophia? Make the video screen. No. Leave that the screen that you're playing the clips on.
Yeah.
Make that smaller because we don't need it like that big. Or you can find no. Close enough. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we're gonna organize on this big screen. Text Lauren. Sophia's fine. Lauren, thank you for asking.
And thank you for the feedback on the sound. Glad the sound's working this time.
Now, so yeah, what were we talking? We got lost doing all the technical stuff. This is so much hard work. Go to the list. The next list is our next segment, segment 3. I think I made this list big enough, by the way. Segment 3, checking in on our overlords. The ones that rule over us because they've deemed themselves to know better than everybody else. That's a good intro.
Yeah, that's a great.
I'm getting so good at this, man.
It's gonna be great for the clip.
So the first clip is gonna be humanoid robots used in schools. So AI robots that will be able to teach students, depending on whatever math or algorithms they decided that's what deem efficient to figure them out. However, AI decides to do it. But they made them humanoid, so that's already an interesting thing because I have heard that they've used robots before to teach kids with autism.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Because humans are too complicated, robots are easy. So robots are just giant calculators. They're just doing math. But here we go. I said, here we go. Benji gets mad at me all the time. Sound.
Parents also continue to give backlash. The district had planned to introduce the robot named Sally to students this fall, along with an AI teacher's assistant program that allowed students to interact with an avatar of the robot on laptops. But the plan was never meant to replace teachers.
So
the pilot program received split reactions when it was first introduced. York School District is pausing its plans to bring humanoid robot teachers into the classroom. School officials say they remain concerned about the effect that the robots would have on students with the use of artificial intelligence.
The company that makes, this is true, I looked this up. The company
PG,
that
I
makes
trust
this
you. You don't
doll-
have to say it's true. I know it's true.
The company that makes the doll for the students also makes sex dolls. And they said it's a different. Yeah, no. It's like
I mean, they look the best. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's like, but how hot do you make them for kids?
I guess they got to make some.
Do
money,
the
but
boys?
It's crazy.
Why is it the boys get like? Should the boys get a girl AI or a boy AI, and vice versa? Like, there's so many
It's just
questions.
crazy that the company is doing both. It's like burning the candle at both ends.
This one that we're talking about having them as a AI on the screen on the computer.
Yeah.
So computer AI, but it looks
But
like
that's like a robot too. It's like they have.
there's so many layers. There's so many layers. I mean, I think like human interaction for those developmental years are like very important. So I don't see, unless you maybe implement it as supportive role where you have, instead of a teacher assistant, every teacher that doesn't need a physical teacher assistant should have access to a teacher assistant AI. Like that's that thing, an easy way where my parents, retired teachers, and I love them to death. But I was saying about this the other day. If I can afford it, I'm sending my kids to private school. I'm homeschooling. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a big.
The public education system is so much indoctrination just to like get you to think in the benefit of, the government because they're funding it. Like, you're going to their school.
I'll send you a clip on that where.
We can talk about it on another chat. We'll do a teacher chat,
yeah.
a teacher episode.
Yeah, AISD
Education.
is there's a shortage of students because so many people are going into homeschool, and
Well, no. So in the
various reasons,
and the feds are. Do I dare say his name? Trump was actually
Voldemort
trying to. They're all awful. A bill that was supposed to give parents whatever federal funds or any fund that the state and the federal government spends has, if the parent is homeschooling, it goes to the parents in the form of tax breaks.
Yes.
And I think that's phenomenal.
I think it's a great idea.
Well, they want to program our kids. They want to tell you,
I was homeschooled.
Yeah, it shows, man.
Yeah. The tism is showing.
I was like, that's why we get along all the time. I was like, because we're just two artistic people.
Two artistic people. We're doing our art.
I love it. But yeah, moving on. We're going back to a topic that we talked about here before. That's very trending is the flock cameras. I mean, it's a violation of your the freedom of privacy. Yeah. And it's wild that but this is how laws happen. Like, it gets really bad before it gets better, or until we make it better. So this is about, let's see, it says, the mayor of what, Tennessee?
Yes, Tennessee.
Yeah, the mayor of Tennessee that used to be Kane from the WWF. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
So
a little bit.
I don't know what town. He's the mayor in Tennessee. But he's against mass surveillance because it's a violation, just like what I said, and I agree with him.
Play it.
Yeah.
Today, I am urging our commission to prohibit the use of flock cameras and similar devices in our county.
That's great.
For those of you who don't know, these cameras, technically called automated license plate readers, are motion activated and take a picture of every vehicle which passes by. While license plate readers have been around for a while, because of AI and vastly increased networking and data retention capacities, these
want to know
flock
everything you're
cameras
doing all the
have
time.
capabilities
They just
not
want to build
even
it and
imaginable
save it.
in the past.
Bro.
Older
Again,
cameras only took a photo of your license plate, which was then retained for a short time.
A page from the
Flock
George Orwell.
cameras take a photo of your plate,
What is it?
but also use
1984.
AI to catalog distinguishing features of your vehicle.
But they love us,
Make,
Benji.
color,
Our overlords love
model,
us.
Yeah, exactly.
even bumper stickers. That
crazy.
data is
Look,
stored
hold on.
in a
He's explaining
searchable
all the data,
database
right?
for sometimes up to a month or more, depending on the policies of that particular agency. When these cameras are deployed in large numbers, They create a network that can be used to track your movements. Currently, there is no federal regulatory framework governing these devices in place, and the Tennessee laws regulating them were written over a decade ago. My fear is that we may be inadvertently creating a warrantless mass surveillance system and undermining the privacy and liberty of our people. So I urge the Tennessee General Assembly and the United States Congress to look at this issue and take necessary action to safeguard our privacy and civil liberties as these new technologies continue to emerge. Thank you.
And God bless America. That man right there.
Yep, he's doing the Lord's
His
work.
staff loves him because that speech right there was definitely not written by him, but it was like probably his thoughts and words. And whoever his staff is, it's like me and Benji. Benji is a G with the English language. And that's why the quality of our product is so good, because we make sure that we describe things in our opinion, what we think is important, with the best value there is. You know, you got to explain things and articulate your viewpoints and stand on business, because if you're, everybody should stand on business 10 toes down to the ground. But yeah, before we say that, we have, flock camps. We'll end it on this. I agree with him fully. What do you think, Benji?
Yeah, I can't believe that it's gotten so down the road. I mean, China was,
but it only
this.
happened in 2.5 years. Like in the last 3 years at most.
It's happened recently. I mean, I would have thought that this administration would have done more about it. So
it's mutually beneficial and a two-headed snake. Like they want. Both parties want to have full control.
You know what it reminds me
movement.
of? It reminds me of. You ever see the Dark Knight? With I know that's a stupid question. With the Batman, remember where he basically
wait, who's Batman?
Who does the?
That's what you get. So you get better. Of course, I saw that movie, Benji.
I know exactly. But the part when Lucius, I guess the Morgan Freeman character, he's like, "There's wrong, and then there's this," and it's basically the point of what Batman was using a surveillance thing. He was using like a flock camera kind of thing.
Basically, it was tapping into. Sorry, I'm about to dork out on you.
Let me land the thing in the story was, he was like, I'm just going to do this right now so that I could get the Joker, and then I'm going to turn it off later. And see, that's the problem with surveillance state. It's like they're always like, well, I got to do it right now to be able to prevent some bad thing.
Yeah, because we love you and we care about you. We love you and you care about you, but that's like
it gets into the wrong hands.
That's like I lock you in a room because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. Like, come on.
Exactly. And then the whole idea of like
morality and legality never correlate, and everybody needs to understand that very clearly. Morality and legality do not correlate, because when it comes to morality, it's about how you view it and your perception of those actions.
Sure.
And when it comes to legality, we have written law, you know this, written law, and the interpretation of law.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you always hire a real good lawyer, and you have that on retainer, like I do.
But they got to do away with the surveillance. Like, you can't allow that to
But
exist.
again, both parties benefit. The fact that they've got us so convoluted and split into just two parties, there's like the third party's like non-existent.
Well, that's what they say. Like, this can't get into the wrong hands.
Thomas Massey's going to come in hot. I guarantee he's going to run on when he's already said he's going to for president. When he runs for president, if they don't
talking about the guy that's running here in Texas.
No, Thomas Massey's the one that was pushing for the bill on releasing uncensored Epstein files.
Yeah.
Again, not Epstein. That one guy that used to live in an island, used to throw those parties that like were questionable.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. But Thomas Massey was trying to release all that, and he's like outspoken. Like, he lost the election in his state, and apparently, I don't know if you knew this. Look it up if you don't believe me. Always tell everybody, look everything up, and if I'm wrong, leave it on the comments and tell me. He lost the election because the contender was being funded by AIPAC, and it was like one of the highest spent AIPAC politician donations against Thomas Massey. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's America. We're supposed to be able to be free, land of the free. But you get what you pay for, and if we're gonna allow this, whatever. But let's see. We're moving on. Check the YouTube page. Move it higher up so you can. Yeah. Okay. Nobody's commenting. I don't even want to see the analytics until the end. You're fine. Let's not look at them. Hold on. The next clip. What is this? Let me see the list.
Breaking the town hall.
So, following up with the flock cams, the next clip is a gentleman. Guys, this is an etiquette thing. You know, I guess you're not supposed to clap for town hall meetings or be loud and annoying. And I guess this gentleman gets arrested for clapping, which I'm assuming he probably clapped pretty loud and made us, try to make his voice and his opinion heard. But this is what they did to him.
No, Jay. I'm just asking. You gotta turn over. Come on. Get on your feet. Get on your feet, dude.
Yo,
Not okay.
He's obviously making a point.
Not
He's
okay,
like,
guys.
You're gonna have to turn it in. I'm not helping you with arresting me in any capacity.
That's Iggy when he's over at Latchkey.
For clapping one time.
I'm not getting kicked out. I'm leaving because I have to.
Because I had to go. It was time for me to go.
Yeah, so this is a cool clip, man. Like, I mean, it's just what it is, guys. Don't be afraid to let your voice heard. And then, for better or worse, some people consider that guy a patriot. He, like, made sure that
Yeah, that's crazy.
he made the loudest sound without doing anything other than just, not being reactive. Be careful when you're reactive.
It's a fine line. I feel like sometimes people are
Overly
they're like
reactive.
drama queens about it. I remember when I was a kid, my sister used to be like, when something would happen, she would be like, oh, like over,
Of course, that's what ladies do.
Yeah,
They
and I'm like, oh, come on,
bro, you shouldn't be emotional.
It's like in basketball when people they act like they're fouled and then they
Should be emotional, but it comes with responsibilities, which is like is your actions. All you can control is your actions. So we're gonna move on to another overlord. We're almost done with this, and then scroll down. Let me see how many more lines we got, because we've been on for a minute. We're almost done. Okay, cool. We only got like 3 more segments after
yeah.
this.
Just let me know if you ever want to skip.
No. You're in front of the camera now, boy. I'm gonna get all the work out of you.
Yeah, we go. We're going.
So
It's
next,
a little different. I kind of like being in front of the camera.
well, once you get your workflow right,
Yep.
you're gonna be fine. But it's a lot. I understand it's a lot.
It's a lot, and being on camera too. It's like, but it works. Here, let's get the.
Next clip is going to be another overload Entropic. They are doing it for our own good, making sure we all have access to digital books. And they're, trying to recycle the paper.
Trying to what?
They're good. I would not be surprised if they come out with a story and say that, like, we figure we could recycle the paper of all these books that we're destroying after we scan them. And, of course, they're just trying to make sure we get the real history, which is the history that Entropic decides is the history we need to learn.
Right, here we go.
Anthropic had be cut up by a hydraulic press to be scanned so that they could be fed into their AI models. These documents are from court records which are now unsealed, and the company that did this is Datamation. For some reason, when outlets like the Washington Post have reported on what Anthropic is doing with books, they call Datamation a vendor and keep them anonymous for some reason, which is weird because their name is very obviously in the services agreement in the court records. So why would they take the name out when they're reporting the story? The other thing that I might add is that having these pages cut and with a hydraulic press is not necessary to scan the pages of the book, right? I mean, with modern technology, we could find a way to do this without ruining the books. But they're doing it because it's faster. They're destroying the books because of a profit motive, right? And so it's millions of pages.
Chopper is
And
gonna say, "It's
here is
science, it's
Tom
just more
Tuvey in
efficient."
an email where these photos were shared. And Tom Tuvey is also the head of Project Panama. So yes, this is a part of Project Panama, the plan to scan all of the books in the world, which sounds great, like we're making digital copies of all of the books. But
Right,
Tom,
here's the
why are you destroying the books? The
corporations
only
love it.
outlet
They
that
love
I've
us. They
seen
wanna make us
connect
better.
Datamation with the AI companies is one. And they don't even link the court documents so that people can review what's going on and what evidence is publicly out there. So what's the point of doing investigative journalism if you're not actually bringing information to the public? So anyway, I've linked the interesting documents that I found in my Substack because that's what real journalists should do.
Give her a shout out, Benji, when
Washington
she's done.
Post.
All right,
Anyway,
you're done.
if you know any
Shout out to
the books that answer
read it, Benji. You read better than me.
I think it's K.A. Burbank.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, Jessica K.A. So Ka.
And then her username is
At K.A. Burbank.
Kabor Bank. Kabor Bank with a K.
Yeah.
Kabor and then Bank together. Username. She's badass. And a little bit more on that. Before that, like, she's 100% right. They could have found a technology that did not destroy the books. It's definitely out there. They're using that as a cop-out. You know, all great civilizations that are all great civilizations that care about you and love you, you know, at some point they got to destroy some books. Like, that's just totally rational, totally normal. You shouldn't be destroying books. I mean, if you do destroy books, you know, I don't know. They're books. The knowledge is there. Stuff comes out. It's up to us as a society to figure out what sort of reality we want to live in. But just like anything in this world, with your choices, with the freedom of choice, especially in America, you have freedom of choice, comes freedom of consequence. And it gets very difficult once you realize that those consequences were not worth the risk you took. So, I don't know. But here, pretty soon, Benji's going to hop back on. Get your butt in here, Benji. And come work. Where's the whip that I use? Hold on. Where's that? I whip him all the time, so he's better. I do it because I love him. Next clip that we got on the same topic is a little bit more on Project Panama. Describes a little bit more what it's supposed to be, which is, I guess, what they're trying to sell it to us as is they're scanning the world's, all these old books to make sure that are preserved forever. Sophia, oh man, I'm not paying her today.
She was like,
but yeah, this is what Project Panama is on this clip. A little bit more insight on it. Or she was thirsty. Sophia was thirsty. She didn't leave me. She just couldn't tell me she was thirsty.
is this just a still? I think it's just a still.
Oh, here we go. Benji, read some of that. Show the still and then read it out, please.
So it says AI companies like Anthropic are buying obscure and rare physical books in bulk, cutting them apart and scanning them for training data, secretly destroying millions of books to build Claude. And so, and then he says, by the way, Anthropic's internal document on this said, we don't want it to be known that we're working on this.
Of course, because everything you do for the betterment of humankind has to be done in secrecy.
Yeah.
The government loves us, and corporations love us. They're doing it because they love us, Benji.
So my question is, what are they deciding which ones to cut and which ones to put in and which ones not?
It's whichever ones they're buying. Like, I mean, bro, like, it's their book. It's their version of the book. Like, it doesn't matter. The question's going to be, you know.
It's censorship is what it is.
Again, they're going to tell us. They would never alter the history that they scan. They would just tell us the real history. Bro, they love us, Benji. Come on, Benji.
Yeah.
They love us.
I know what you're saying. It's a sad state of affairs.
Go to the list. Let's move on. Come on.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
Okay.
taking care of the boomers.
Oh yeah, this is kind of sort of on the AI realm. It's a little bit of like an issue that we're going to be having. It's going to get worse and worse with scammers. You know, I've been getting blown up every day for the last like week, this whole week, and I know my information got leaked out somewhere. Well, this is a clip about an impending issue, which is how do you talk to your... We're going to do an episode on this, too, because I want to. Maybe Christopher will hop on. Also, when we see Christopher, we tell him we mention him. On how to educate our elders, a.k.a. boomers, into not falling prey to any... Not only any scam, but like AI being used. What does it say up there? Click on it and see. It might be the same. Oh, I put the wrong link. Hold on. We'll get this fixed right now. But no, this is an issue that I feel very passionate about it because, you know, we do have to care for parents. I love my parents. I got 2 loving parents. What was the video? What was the video? I forgot already. On the list. Is this on the list?
Seeing is believing. Shiny things too perfect.
Let's see. Dang, I don't have the video. Sorry, guys, we're skipping this one. But anyways, we got to take care of our boomers, figure out how to implement AI and having those conversations with them. Maybe have safe words that only you and them know, so that way if they use AI with your voice or something like that, you know.
This is a good one to revisit. We'll come back to that.
We'll bring it back. But we're gonna move on to what I believe, and we're at the end of our meat and potatoes. This clip is what I perceive as a real patriot. He's a very smart individual. I wish I would. His name is Guido. How do you read that? Guido Rochester. Guido Rochester is a 45-year-old man, children of 2, and he hopped on the bridge. Wait, when you pause that, let me read that. Yeah. He hopped on top of the Washington's Fredericksburg Douglass Memorial Bridge to protest the war in Iran. And yeah, we're gonna bro, this gentleman worked in like mathematics. Like he's a very intelligent person, and he did something, you know.
Yeah.
They got people to talk about it, but he didn't hurt anybody in the process.
Yeah, it was kind of a protest.
I'm 45 years old. I'm a father. I have 2 children. I have a degree in math, master's degree in math and physics. Now I'm on top of this bridge because the government of the United States is engaged in acts of mass murder in my name, and I refuse to be complicit in that.
So he's up on the top.
Yo, that's so cool. I mean,
he's protesting the
what's happening in the world with Iran.
Yep. I mean, you know, this is a peaceful way to protest.
He didn't hurt anybody, you know.
Yeah.
I wish somebody got distracted by him and got a wreck.
I mean, I woke up on.
He stayed up there for multiple days, by the way.
28th, and I found
he brought enough food to just stay up there. I don't know how he did his business.
I think there are.
I think it was like 2-3 days. I think once he has to do his business. Well, that's a pretty loud. Like,
many millions of Americans who reject the war in principle,
and he was able to get attention,
but whose actions have not yet been sufficient to bring it to an end. I think it represents to me the depths of
we need more Americans like him, honestly.
And we're going to have that more and more with this war. The longer
President of the United States, the man occupying the office of the President of the United States, said that we would witness
a man in a position, that's all.
A civilization being destroyed. And it's abominable. It's our power and it's our responsibility to stop it.
Bro, that's wild, yeah. That's like he was out there. I told you he stayed there for like 3 or 4 days.
Committed.
Because no cop's gonna go up there. That's how smart Al Jazeera. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's how smart he was. That he knew what point or where to post up at to be seen and heard, and made it hard enough to where it's like, how are we gonna send officers up there?
Right, 100%.
Are you gonna send a helicopter? And then what if he like blows them? Like, bro.
Well, and like you said, it didn't hurt anybody other than maybe the
Traffic.
workers.
Maybe you got in a wreck because you were looking up.
The resources to try to get him down, but
you don't
didn't
have to
hurt
be,
himself.
but you don't have to be violent, and that's what a patriot does. They speak the loudest.
It reminds me of like the prophets of Israel, where they would, basically do these wild things to get the attention of the people.
I mean, philosophers do that. Philosophers do that all the time, where they like stir up the pot because they start asking, or just having these very.
Sometimes you got to do something physical to get people's attention.
And that's not even physical. That was physical for him. He didn't do anything physical.
You know what I mean? Like something visual, like it's like a visual representation of.
Yep.
Here I'm putting myself in danger, just like we're in danger as a country. And the people are in danger. It was like I think he did a good job with his message.
Maybe that's another segment.
Yeah.
Real patriot. We could start doing a real patriot clip every time.
Real patriot, because we're founded on protests. I mean.
Yes, the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech means that as long as you're not hurting anybody,
as long as you're not hurting anybody,
and you're not
that's the key.
Creating a ruckus where it impedes like him, like he was just up there. Yeah. Was it illegal? Sure, I'm sure he got a ticket.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But man, just be strategic about making a scene for wanting to be heard.
Yeah,
because that's like in a way that's like a modern day city square. Well, before in the day, you could just go in the middle of the city square.
It's sad that you have to do that, but you kind of have to do something. Remember those two protesters that did? I feel like they did it because they wanted to help their. Remember the couple when the guy gave them the ring. They were on the Empire State Building a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it was
Skywalkers or something like that.
Yeah, and it was a homeless. No,
it was like a Russian couple.
Tell me the story.
So it's a young couple. They had done a documentary together, and they were kind of promoting the documentary, but they were able to get up on the.
Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah,
they basically slept in.
And the original, but what's funny is,
and it was illegal
because they added the proposal after the media was able to filter off the initial thing that they tried to say, which was stop wars, listen to everybody.
The banner said, the power of love is. More than it is stronger than the lust for power, or something like that. I think I'm butchering it.
Benji, I love you.
I'm close. I got what they were trying to say. They were trying to say.
Let's look it up. We'll Google it. Google it right now.
The love for power.
While Benji Googles this up, I'm taking a Little Bears room break.
And it was really interesting when it happened.
I tried every type of ED medication, Viagra or some.
Jesus. I don't know what happened there.
It's because I turned up this because the last video wasn't as loud.
It's all good. It just played automatically for some reason.
This is part of the live stream. You get to see the whole thing.
Yep, behind the scenes.
Just let it play because, yeah. Was that adjusted picture? What's going on over there? All right, here we go. These are wait. This is that video that Benji was talking about.
Dressed in black.
Okay, there's the message. What does it say?
All the way to the top of the skyscraper, which stands over 1,400 feet tall.
Once they reached the top, they unfurled the banner that said, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace." Then one of them got down on one knee and proposed. After hugging and snapping some selfies, they climbed back down straight into the hands of the New York Police Department. A masked couple climbs the Empire State Building main antenna this afternoon, dressed in black and wearing masks. They made it all the way to the top of the skyscraper, which stands over 1,400 feet tall. Once they reached the top, they unfurled a banner that said, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace." Then one of them got down on one knee and proposed.
That's awesome.
After hugging and snapping some selfies, they climbed back down straight into the hands of the New York Police Department.
They were like, "Look at us, we
there's
climbed
new
up
police
here
body cam footage showing
because
that
we
pair
love each
in
other and we
custody.
wanted to do this."
Well, authorities haven't confirmed their identities. Fox 5 News New York reports that they may be Angela, Nicolo, and even Birkus. They're known for rooftop.
That could have gone horribly. That could have been really, really bad. But the fact they got away with it, I wonder.
In the 2024 Netflix
oh, so
documentary,
they're known to do this,
a
bro.
love story. A dangerous one. All right, Chief Meteorologist Adam Kruger, how is the weather out there?
We don't need this.
Fans who are at those outdoor watch parties.
Yeah, I mean, really nice weather. We've been seeing a nice stretch.
Sorry, I had to intervene as a tech today. But man, love is love. You're never gonna go wrong with love. Understand that the only thing about love is that it's a little scary because it's irrational. You know, like no matter how you feel, love is like love and hate are right there, close to the same part of the brain.
It's what it is it's what you care about.
I don't know what that is. Wide mode? Is that the oh, that's the TV. You got the remote?
Oh, it must have hit the remote.
No, it might have been me.
So I think we're almost at we're at the feel good.
Guys, thank you for hopping on. Like, subscribe, all the means, TikTok, Instagram, Rumble.
Share our clips.
Facebook, share.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think.
Comment. I'll get to the comment. I promise you it's going to be me. Yeah, but here we go. I like to live on a high note. Here's a amazing clip, man. This gentleman, this is what it means. This is in America. This is what it means to be a true American, where once you're actually doing well, you share the wealth. And this gentleman, what he decided to do was he went viral because he started giving kids with good grades. He told the kids in the neighborhood, if you bring me your report card and you do above a certain amount or you show improvement, I will let you grab what you want to eat. And depending on, I don't know, his system of scoring. But the fact that he's doing this, it doesn't matter that he's like getting sponsors or whatever. Like, this is how things become great.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys sponsored me, I guarantee you I'd be making some clips like this, like in a heartbeat. But I can only do so much on my own. So support me, donate. It's just part of the process, you know. But I like this clip. I don't know.
Taking care of your community youth by motivating them anytime you can.
That's right. Heck yeah. But here, we're going to watch this clip. It's a really, really good one. And we'll talk about it after.
So, what's your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris. What grade are you in, Chris?
I'm in 11th.
11th grade. All right, Chris. Chris got a 91.82 average. Nice, Chris. Wow, nice. You got a 75 in geometry. Well, you could put that up, right? Nice.
We can only assume.
Look at their
What's
faces
your name?
too. They're like,
Bro, this is America. Like, come on, the gas station workers.
Good, man. You got a
look it up and see,
97
but-
average. 97.5. What grade are you in? 7th grade.
You know,
Fuck the hard work,
bro,
man.
come on.
That's what I'm talking
Like
about.
Asian kids, bro. You
Let
know
me
them
see. What's
parents
your
be
name?
running that household tight.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan. Let's go, Ethan. And Ethan got an honor roll right there. He got a 91.92 average. Guys, you all working hard, man. That's what I'm talking about. So go ahead, grab 100.
Bro, look at that, $100 kid, bro. Can you
Go
imagine
ahead,
with
and
$100?
You get to grab
Like,
whatever you want, okay? So go ahead, grab it.
but these kids are so humble too because
Yes,
like
Chris,
they're
what else you
actually
want?
trying.
Yes. Breadstick. This one?
So
What
look,
else?
they get $100 and he still let them grab
you got
what
a 90 plus average, bro.
what they want.
Grab more stuff.
And look how great this, and look how great this is. This is all that kid grabbed, the first kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, like grab
He
more.
told
And
him
all
no.
he,
Let's go.
bro, they're so humble. These kids are so humble.
Yeah,
that's why they're so good at school because the parents spend that time.
They know not to over.
Don't be greedy, bro.
Don't lose your money.
Oh, you got something.
So Ethan, Ryan,
And you know they got permission to have these kids on here from the parents. The parents have to sign waivers.
You guys got one more video outside because you all got a 90+ average. That video is for
we could do something
the
like
Hall
that,
of
bro.
Fame
It can't
wall.
be that expensive.
Your name can be on the wall by the end of the year if you stay
It's,
consistent
you
through
know,
the whole
my
year,
thought
right?
on it is that you got to do it for the right reasons, and you're not doing it for a click.
Well, the idea is like the clicks will get you blessings, right?
Yeah.
But with those blessings is what you do with them, right?
And you should not do it because you're afraid people are going to think.
Well,
do what you think you should do.
Put your money with the people that you believe in, because that's what it is.
Let's go.
What would you do? What would be the thing?
You can stop it now. So we talked about this with NGOs. We've like touched on this. Know who you're spending your money on. Remember Black Lives Matter? What did they do with that money?
Yeah.
They didn't elevate none of the black community in America. All they did is about their own private properties and kept them within the banner. And they didn't do anything wrong legally, but morally, I think that was pretty sus, you know?
Because so many people donated, you know, really wanting to solve the issue that was happening. And
You have to
still
do your
happening,
research where you put your money. Blindly putting your money on someone without doing your research, even if it's a family member or a friend, bro, like, it's your actions that you can control. So if you get finessed, it's your fault for allowing yourself to be finessed.
Yeah.
So on that note, Benji, final thoughts?
Final thoughts is this has been a good show. I like being on camera. This is fun. Trying something new.
We're only getting better and better and better.
Curious
You
to
know,
see
be
how-
patient. Soon we'll monetize.
Yeah.
You guys could donate if you feel free, or if you
Tell
like
us things that you'd like for us to talk about.
Yeah, suggest things. I mean, we'll do a review video. I think we're almost ready where we can look back at the comments and perhaps talk about some of the recycled content and
Yeah,
just
we're
like talk
definitely-
and
there's, like,
make
definitely
new
a few.
scripts on the
Yeah.
previous topics.
Let's start doing that. Yeah. Maybe that's a new segment we can add.
Oh yeah. Well, Christopher, a little emotional little bug that.
Shout out Christopher, wherever you
with
are.
a K, Christopher with a K, wherever your vampire ass self
We
is
love your
lurking
feedback.
in. But we'll send this clip to him. We'll make a short out of this and send this directly.
Yeah, that'd be
to him.
great. The
Through
Christopher.
Opus Clip and just
Just
send
like
it to him on the group
Chris-
chat.
Opus Clip will say, shout out to Christopher. Where is he?
And they'll be like, we're posting this. And threaten him, we're posting
That'd be
this.
perfect. We're totally doing this.
Guys, thank you again.
love it.
Another wonderful episode. I love doing these. Benji definitely likes it too. It's a collaborated product. You got to see Benji's face. Sophia, you're always perfect. So, IggyThaMan, tune in. We'll try to get better. Always trying to get better. So, thank you for tuning in. Talk to y'all later.